So before I start fretting the neck, it'd be much easier to do the fret, or actually to cut the nut slat first, because I won't have the fret in the way. Because what I'm doing, or planning on doing, is using one of these 16-inch sanding blocks as a saw guide. I'll put that on here. So it looks like the nut slat's going to be about a quarter. It's about a quarter inch on the plans. And most of the bone blanks that I've got are about 260 thousandths. And going through my parts, actually I found a nut here. Looks like I started one. I never used this, and I don't know why. I don't know if I miscut the slots up on top. But this is just this is about a quarter inch, 250 thousandths. I'm going to use this for a guide and just draw a line across the headstock here. And then we'll cut the headstock here and put a flat bottom that the nut's going to sit on underneath here. Alright, I just put the nut here and drew a line with my pencil, so there's the line. And what I'll do is I'll saw inside the line just to, if I can use this nut I will, so that this should actually drop in. If I saw inside the line, that'll make sure I've got a tight fit. Yeah, it'll just give me a little bit of freedom on fitting it. So then the next step, I'll probably cut a little piece of this paper to keep this, because I've actually got some paper on the bottom of this, or sandpaper on the bottom of the block, and I don't want to mar the board. But I'm going to use this. As I say, this will keep me perpendicular, and I can kind of use this as a saw guide. So I'm going to work on getting that set up right now, and then we'll cut out this section here. Alright, I think I got it pretty well lined up here. Just checking, it looks like I'm on the inside of the line with the saw. So the objective here is not to completely saw the headstock off. I just want to saw down until I start seeing mahogany. I got a pretty good start here, so I'll just keep going until I get down to the mahogany. Okay, I'm just about there. I'm just starting to see, you can see right here, there's a little mahogany color, and I'm kind of down to the veneer fiber, but we haven't hit the mahogany on the rest of it, so I'm just going to go a little deeper. Okay, I'm going to stop here. I've got mahogany on both ends, just a very little strip of the veneer paper, the fiber paper, and the metal, so that means I'm really close. I'm just going to do the rest with chisel and files. We got to knock this piece of ebony out of here. Alright, this ebony is pretty hard stuff, so instead of just plucking away at it with a chisel, I'm going to use a Dremel to take the majority of it out, and then do the fine shaping with the chisel and the files. Alright, I use that Dremel to take out the bulk of the ebony, you can see here. And I'll finish the rest up with a chisel and then a file to true up the bottom, because now obviously we got a radius same radius of the fingerboard, because all I did was put a piece of tape on here to protect the fingerboard, and just ran the Dremel across there. Okay, I got the nut slot cut out, and I trued up the bottom, made it square, and I made the edges square too. It just took a little while with the small files here. Use some of these files, and initially this large file, it's got a, a flat bottom on here, so I was able to true up the bottom. And I know why I never use this nut. It's because it's I think what happened is that I didn't have it seated all the way, and when it popped in, it was way too low. And to put it on this guitar too, it'd be way too low. So I'm going to have to make a new nut for this guitar anyway.